Welcome back inside the shoe. Aaron Cox alongside head coach Katie Pate after a hard-fought and ultimately a loss, though, against the visiting LMU Rail Splitters tonight. Coach, the final score ends up being a 20-point loss, but
Sure.
you guys were down by 6 with as little as 9 minutes remaining.
Yep.
A hard-fought game, obviously an enormous amount of fouls.
Yeah.
What's your feeling coming out of a game like this?
Well, I think it's never our intention to take a jab at officiating. It was very difficult to get into a flow today. I think one of the things I was just talking to someone about is we are a team that tends to be a little foul prone. Unfortunately, the fouls that we commit tend to be ones that just aren't real smart. And today, I thought our kids played so hard, with the exception of maybe the last couple minutes when the scoreboard got a little bit lopsided. The intensity and the energy of our defense, I was really impressed with how hard our kids were playing. And unfortunately, we couldn't build that tempo and momentum. We are a team whose offense is driven by the defense. And unfortunately, I think because of some of those calls and some of our challenges, our mentality flipped to we are an offensive team that drives our defense, and that's not at all who we are. And I think it's going to be really important for us to get back to our identity.
Well, as you mentioned, you're proud of your team, and despite those fouls, I mean, as early as the beginning of the second quarter,
Sure.
You guys were in some real foul trouble.
Absolutely.
And it got down to, I think you guys were down by 13 in the third quarter. It looked like the game might get out of control. And then you made a push, particularly Justice Swingle really did a great job down the stretch. And, again, got you guys to within 6 with only 9 minutes left.
Yeah. She's kind of been that Energizer bunny for us a little bit throughout the season. We did talk a lot about the three-point field goal shooting percentages today, and I think one of the problems that we ran into is we were hesitating a little bit. We reminded them, hey, a great shooter's going to shoot in stride, shoot in step, get that ball in your hands and let that thing fly. And so I'm hoping that we'll step up with a little bit more confidence. You're just waiting for one of Justice's threes to just go in and just begging for the guys above to just knock that thing down, but it just wasn't our night tonight.
So you've played 2 really physical games this week, Wednesday against Wingate, today. How is your team feeling in your opinion? Are you guys beat up a little bit?
We're beat up a little bit. Of course, everybody's healthy. We have our full roster of 17, but going against the number 2 and now the number 1 and obviously the number 6 team in the country in back-to-backs games is a challenge. Our day off tomorrow is as important as our next game, and of course is our next practice. So our players really need to take it easy on themselves tomorrow and practice maybe a little bit lighter on Monday just to make sure we're ready for Catawba, who is run and gun and does it for 40 minutes.
Now you got Catawba coming up on Wednesday. So you mentioned perhaps just a little bit of a break maybe on the next couple of days to give them some rest?
Yep. I think they're due. Okay. I think their energy and intensity. I was so proud of the bench today. I thought they had great enthusiasm. I could hear them most of the time. I think they fed a little bit off my energy in the first half. They were getting me a little bit hype. But I just appreciate our kids staying committed to the game. And I think it's really easy when you feel that tide turn to just kind of abandon, the script. And I thought for the most part our players did a nice job trying to stick to it and do the best they could.
Well, no real competitor likes silver linings, and it is a loss, but you guys fought really hard tonight, so congratulations on a hard-fought game, and get a little bit of rest at least.
Yep, absolutely.
Head Coach Katie Pate, thanks for the time. Men's game coming up right after here in a few minutes on the Bears Sports Network.